You know, these mega carriers are smart because at scalability, the more you're able to drop and hook loads, the more money you're able to make at scale. Seriously, the more loads you're able to drop and hook. I pass by some shippers and I see, man, warehouses full of JB Hunt trailers. Like I done seen shippers warehouses full of JB Hunt. JB Hunt owned that bitch. Might as well say it. Well, when it come to pulling the freight, then I've seen, even Russian Express full of man. They may, here's the deal. Live loads is going to cost you loads. That's what I will say. So at scalability, this is what the mega carriers know. At scale, it pays to have more trailers drop and hook. At scale, it pays to have more trailers being able to drop and hook at scales. Live loads will cost you loads because you're dealing with appointment times. You're dealing with a variety of problems. Warehouses taking all day to load you and unload you and all that shit. So at scale, you can flip more drop and hook loads. And plus, they can already have it pre-ready, preloaded and ready to go for you. So even if they're closed, it can be somewhere in their lot just waiting for the driver to come pick it up. So you will make more trailers, the more you will make. That's why I see why if I was a broker or a big warehouse, you would give your loads to companies that have lots of trailers and drivers. I think this is why I like JB Hunt. And I have so many other questions. Like, how do people win accounts versus other people that don't win accounts? Like JB Hunt, how do they win so many accounts? They have a lot of supplies. They have a lot of supply equipment and drivers. I have so many questions. Like, I'm not going to act like I know everything. I don't, okay? So I know everybody when they know everything about everything. I don't know everything about so much about the freight industry in general that you just have questions, And as a driver perspective, I have a new perspective. Dedicated, like I said, dedicated, to me in general, you are smarter of a driver. Non-dedicated, because you don't know where you're going. You're just going all over the place. You don't know here, there. You just don't know. Some warehouses are very, very unique. Some warehouses have like 2 entrances. Some warehouses, it's just like you've never been there before. Like you're not smart doing that. You don't know how long they're gonna take to load you, unload you. Is it gonna cost you the afternoon load? So it's so much you don't know. Or you're going somewhere, you got stuck up in traffic. You're going somewhere late at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You're calling your manager, telling them you're late. They don't know if the place is open or not because they may be closed at 3 or 4. So you run into so many problems, and it doesn't make the drive. It actually increases your chances of fucking up. It really does. You don't know if they're gonna give you a load that's too fast. The warehouse is gonna be closed when you get there. Or is the warehouse gonna hold you up for your next load? I mean, it's a variety. You don't have this drop and hook like that. Alleviate all that problem. All of them problems, it just alleviate. Now, only problem you really got to worry about now is the breakdown of the trailer. Is getting the trailer fixed. Getting the trailer fixed. If you got to get the trailer fixed, but it is just no, bro. I look at trucking differently, bro. Pretty much every carrier I've been with, like I've been somewhere and had to wait for loads. I got to an area, and I don't know. To me, whatever the spot market is, that's stupid. That's just sounds stupid because I get to an area and then I deliver the load, and then you don't have no loads in this area, or you can't find me another load. So then I gotta sit in this area. That whole shit just sounds. I've sat in areas and they didn't have a load with every carrier. Every carrier. That shit just sounds stupid to me. I mean, that don't make any sense. So about a 1% chance, let's just say 10% chance that the carrier can't find you another load in that area, so you may have to sit for the next day because they can't find anything. Like I'm sitting now, he can't find me no load in this area, in the Columbus, Ohio area. He knew I was empty last night. I dropped off. I did a drop. I dropped off a trailer at 9 o'clock. It was a drop, no live load, drop. So he knew I was empty, and he texted me later, and I'm like, "Why the fuck did you text me?" Find me a note for the next day. So that means he been new. So he didn't text me till 1 o'clock telling me something. Go over there and get an empty trailer. Then after I went way over there to get an empty trailer, I sat here for another few hours with the trailer. Then at 3 o'clock, then he said he don't got no loads. I'm like, oh, okay. You see? It's just you're not smart driver. See, and then what I do to think at the spot market, every carrier got their own freight. XPO got their own freight. UPS got their own freight. JB Hunt got a lot of contracted freight, and many other carriers got contracted freight. So that means that freight, I just think like I got so many questions about the spot market because like why do they run you somewhere and then they can't give you a load? That don't make any sense to me. But what I will say about the mega carriers, I'm going to give the mega carriers credit. Having all these trailers help them make more money. Whether it's Western Express, whether it's Schneider, whether it's because you're able to have the load already pre-booked. At scale, if you can flip more loads, you're making more money. You'll make at scale, but you're really long term. You make, even if you go into debt buying the trailers. Let's just say they go into debt buying the trailers, because the trailers are really leased. The trailers are probably making payments. They're making payments on the trailer. But guess what? The manufacturer know who make the motherfuckers. They know the more trailers you give a JB Hunt, a Snyder, the more they're going to make money. Period. I mean, come on. And I'm not even a 20-year veteran. I don't, whether you hate these carriers or not, at live loads cost you money. I think live loads typically cost you 2 loads a week because the driver spends so much time waiting. See, while I'm out here waiting to get loaded, other carriers are flipping loads. Flipping loads. So at scale, they're turning more loads. So they're turning at dropping hooking, which requires scaling. So like I said, you may go into debt buying trailers at scale. But at scale, these mega carriers are probably delivering 1,000 loads a day. Schneider, probably 1,000 loads a day. JB Hunt, 1,000 loads a day. Prime, 1,000 loads a day. I mean, who else I know that get big? 1,000 loads a day. A day, nigga. I mean, so, live loads will eventually cost you money. It could be driver error, your error, meaning you got stuck in traffic. Anything really can be a driver error, in my opinion. Stuck in traffic, so you was late, so you couldn't deliver. They closed at 5 o'clock. Warehouse, multiple problems at warehouse. You don't got the right pickup number. The warehouse holded you for a long period of time. Bro, it's an endless amount of shit. Endless. It's an endless amount of problems, in my opinion. Shit, the problems just don't stop. They just, Now, only the bad thing about the driver, I would say, is that you don't know what you're walking into. Going to these warehouses, you're not smart because you don't know which way. Sometimes you go to new warehouses, you don't know which way to go. So I hate, that's not. I've been out here, and you're not smart. You don't know what the fuck you're walking into. So at least when you're familiar with the warehouses, you know where to park so you're not blocking traffic. You know what their pickup number is. Maybe you can have an idea how long they take loading you. So your manager won't book you ahead of time, and when you don't have enough time to go to the next place, because this place is going to take all day loading you. So it's just, it comes with its problems, bro. Definitely comes with its problems. And like right now, I rated, he didn't have a load. That's why trucking, leasing, let's go to leasing for a minute. Leasing, I only recommend leasing unless you get a new truck. No. I got PTSD, all these fucking old trucks. He got another old truck. It's just too much of a risk, too high of a risk being with these old trucks. You don't have the money. You don't have the money and resources like mega carriers got. Mega carriers got money and resources at scale. You're not doing business at scale. You're doing one load at a time. So you need to have a new truck. That puts you in the best position. And what you put you in position, in my opinion, now I may be wrong, is leasing from the manufacturer, not from the mega carriers, because most mega carrier leases are scams. Used trucks is just a risk. It's a risk just like buying a used car. The difference in between this and the car, this gonna cost thousands of dollars to get fixed. And you may not have the money to get the shit fixed. That is what it is. Now the OTR driver is you're not smart because you don't know what, once you drop off a load, you don't know if you need to go that way, this way. You don't know where the fuck you're going. You don't. You're just all over the place. You're not a smart driver. That I've been out here working. It reefer drive. You don't know. You're not smart. You go places looking like a dumb idiot. No, like seriously, you're not smart at all. That's the dumb position. Now, the smart position as a truck driver. Now, carrier's smart position is to do business at scale, have contracted freight at scale, and have multiple streams of income. The carriers are in, like JB Hunt. JB Hunt is in a good position. They have a big brokerage. Landstar is in a good position because they have less liability, or the truck, all the liabilities on the driver. If it broke down. If you break down, Landstar, send somebody else come pick the load up. Hell, they still gonna get that shit delivered. But there's many other companies just like Landstar that act like a broker. Landstar was in a good position. I'm sorry. You got to see things for what they are. Landstar was in a good position. JB Hunt's in a good position. JB Hunt, millions of dollars. Now, millions of dollars. Now, my questions I always ask, how do they win contracted freight? That's the most bid. It don't pay. Dude, it doesn't pay to underbid. To me, in big picture, it doesn't matter if you're Swift, Prime, it doesn't pay to underbid. Because all the carriers have a cost of doing business. So why would I want to underbid? If anything, they should be working on getting more money because they still all have a cost. It doesn't matter who pulled the freight. It doesn't matter who pulled Target Freight, whether it was Swift or JB Hunt. They both have a cost of operation. Period. So why would we want to go in there and underbid like crackheads? We ain't gonna make no money. That don't make no sense to me. But I'm just what the fuck do I'm just a dumb truck driver? Shit. Company wise, you want company driver? You want to get a day cab. You want to get a day cab. You want to get dedicated account. So you know what the fuck you walking into. You're not smart on not knowing what the fuck you walking into. Like this OTR shit, my check is all over the place. I wouldn't finance shit. Cause one check is this, one check is that. Dude, it can vary. Your check can go up $500, down $500, up $700, down $700. This because the mileage that you got that you didn't. That's the bad thing about company driver. You can have a check $1,400. Next week you ain't get that many miles. Some cancel. Now you got a check $800, $700. I mean, dude. Now on dedicated freight, you're a little bit more consistent because you're doing drop and hook. Now all you got to worry about is getting the trailer fixed and breakdown. If you can manage breakdown. It's just OTL, you don't know where the fuck your load's coming from. Is it coming from here, coming from there? Dude, this. Oh my God, bro. You don't know where the load coming from. I couldn't believe, I just couldn't believe this reiterated. He asked me last night, are you empty? I'm like, yes, I'm empty. Why did you take me a text? It was a drop. I'm dropping the trailer. You know I'm empty. I wouldn't even ask nobody that. I'm going to automatically assume that you're empty. Shit. Then come the next day, you got no load for me? Oh my God, bro. See, everything is out of the driver hands, bro. I'm sorry. You're in the dummy position because everything affects your pay. The warehouses don't unload you, whatever. The warehouses could affect your pay. Your dispatcher could affect your pay. The truck breakdown could affect your pay. I mean, this shit. It's just a variety of shit, bro. Nah, I recommend dedicated so you know what you're walking into. You're not smart. When you don't know what you're walking into, you're just not smart that way. I don't give a fuck what people say. You're not smart. Going all over America, that's not a smart position.